Now this is a special week. Welcome to Game Tato back. I have two Candid couches going up tonight. And what date is this? January 11th. Because yesterday was my birthday, but I want to give something back to you guys. So I'm bringing you guys my list of my favorite games in my collection. I don't really dive deep into my collection ever. And I think this would be a really cool video. I would have loved to show a couple on 64 games, but I'm onto that EverDrive 64, so I've kind of let collecting for that console go, because a lot of these cartridges are just retarded expensive. I buy the games that I find for N64 still, but when they're priced well. But I don't like to get ripped off, like a couple of these games like to rip you off. So let's dive into that list. Actually, you know what? Let's take another sip of this Corona. It's ice cold. That shit's good. Thank you guys for being patient. So this game, it just likes to be expensive. Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition. This is brand new. I didn't even want to open it. And I really wanted to play this game, but then the cost. And I have the pre-order bonus, the keychains too. Like this game is like $225 minimum. New with the pre-order bonus, I can get like $300 for this game, and I paid $60 for it with tax, like $65. This game just goes for like so much, so it's one of the most favorite games in my collection, and I haven't even played the motherfreaker. That's how good this game is. Sorry, I've been looking at my TV a lot because I got my TV behind my setup, but this game, I love it. I love it. I just love how much it's worth. Now I'm going to jump to another game because it's just worth a stupid amount. Let me get this back in its protective. Look what I store this game in because it's so valuable. I got to buy ammo crates and I store the games in these because it's the only way that I know that I can keep this shit safe. So I keep my most protected games safe in ammo boxes. And that's a good tip. I pat them up. I put everything in it to absorb moisture so these games can stay perfect forever. And that's what it's all about. Now, see, another game that's worth way too much, and this isn't because the Japanese import of the Sega Saturn, is Panzer Dragoon 3. Like RPG, this game is worth way too much on Sega Saturn. You can't buy this game for less than $300 if you want the American version. And I don't recommend spending $300 because you're gonna get a version that's not perfect. You're gonna be missing a sleeve. The instruction manual is gonna be dented. If you want the best Panzer Dragoon RPG on Sega Saturn, spend $500 on it. Really, get something that's really nice and pristine, and put that shit in a frame and frame it. Because if you got Panzer Dragoon Order on Sega Saturn, you're a god in the collecting community. And I'm jealous of you, honestly. I really am. See, I got the American version of Panzer Dragoon 2, and I got 1. And those games are amazing. Like, honestly, I like 1 and 2 more than I like RPG. Because I like to get down into the action of the nitty gritty. The story's short. It's amazing. It's something that I would like to see into a major motion picture someday. Panzer Dragoon could be an amazing film. The story's great. The gameplay is so much better than Star Fox because of the infinite playing system on the Sega Saturn, and you could just have these infinite environments with so many enemies. It was so far beyond its time, and such an amazing game. I really love it. Okay, I'm just going whatever's in the stack. I'm going for it. Jet Moto 2. I don't know if a lot of people really like Jet Moto or it's a game that they like, but I've always been a fan of racing. And when you get the tethering, it's like something that Gran Turismo can't do because you have realism and you have to turn the corner at a speed that makes sense. But in Jet Moto, when you take a turn too fast and you're going to die and hit the wall, you shoot a tether out, grab a pole, and swing around it and keep going at like 200 miles an hour while collecting power-ups and racing in amazing graphics. I need to pop this game on my PlayStation 3 soon and just give you guys some HDMI really good footage of Jet Moto 2 because I really love this game. And it's one of the games on the PS1 that I played at launch. I bought this game right when it came out, and I loved it 20 years ago. I played the hell out of this with Twisted Metal 2. And my homie's dad worked for Sony, so we were getting a lot of these games at the time for free, like before they came out. Like I was playing Twisted Metal 2 like 6 months before that came out in like 95 or 96. Like that was nuts knowing that guy. Bless my parents for knowing people like that. Now this is kind of a special game because I don't even have the console to play it, but I bought this game for 99 cents. Ys Book 1 and 2 on TurboGrafx 16 CD. I feel like this is one of my best pickups ever at a thrift store because this game is 99 cents and the cheapest price I've ever seen it go for on eBay is like $100. Like I see people wanting more if you got the spine, which I don't have, but I found this in a music stack. And this game is like perfect condition. Like there is not a scratch on this. Like this is mint. My instruction manual's mint on this game. And it's one of my most prized possessions in my collection. And I haven't even ever been into Ys. I just am amazed I got this game for 99 cents. Can't even buy a hamburger for how cheap I got this game for. And I got this game in 2017. Like I just bought this game like 6-7 months ago. And freaking amazing. Like I hope you guys can feel my joy like for finding a game like this. This is why I go to garage sales and I look at thrift stores and all these stupid stores to find this. This is like the most favorite game I ever collected just because it was $1 and it's such an epically good game for the history of gaming on the TurboGrafx 16. Like, man, people don't even know that a CD-ROM drive in 1985 was like $1,500. Like, and then in 1987 when they came out with this shit, or like 88, these graphics blew the NES away, and Americans for the most part were ignorant of how good the TurboGrafx 16 was, and I was part of that ignorance. It really sucked that I didn't have the money. You know, I wish my parents could have hooked me up so I could have played these games back in the day. But we're gonna get that soon. I'm having to invest so much money in getting this. Like, I gotta do a living room tour. I keep saying that, but my living room is retarded. I can't fit anything else in this room. It's so packed with shit that the floor is like getting taken up with space. Like, it's retarded, but I'm moving on. I love the Fear Effect franchise. Like, this is one of the franchises as a kid that my parents probably should have never let me play. But the cel-shaded graphics on that PlayStation 1 were light years beyond anything on the N64. If you wanted cutscenes, I mean, this is something that like Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 or Trombone could have done. But these are like the end of the generation graphics, and they are incredible. You could really be hyped for what the PlayStation 2 was going to deliver you in the future because of games like this and seeing the advancements and how hard they push that small 16 gigahertz processor in a PS1. Like, bring back a Fear Effect, please, in 4K graphics, at least a remaster, 1 and 2, like a combined set. But if you can't get a combined set, let's just get Fear Effect 3 and really push the story, because this is about time. Like, get an Oni sequel from Bungie and get a Fear Effect 3. That would be orgasmic. Now, I want to, I hope you can see this in the corner. I'm grabbing all these N64 games. Yeah, I'm grabbing them. I'm grabbing them. Okay. But I can't show you these games yet because I got to bust out NBA Jam T for Sega Saturn. This game is the basketball arcade game of a generation. When arcades were big in the early 90s and I spent a lot of my early years playing Bubble Bobble in arcades, I was also playing NBA Jam TE. And this game was awe-inspiring. Like a lot of those fighting games, yeah, I could hold my own in Street Fighter 2, But when you got onto like Third Strike or the alpha games, I was like, no, man, these pros are kicking my ass. But I could always compete with the best of them in NBA Jam, and all the homies played this. And this is, in my opinion, the best arcade port on a console. This game is amazing. If you're into Sega Saturn collecting, which I don't recommend because it's way too expensive, get this game. It's relatively cheap. I got this for like $14. And it's not even really cracked. It's like a gangster ass edition, mint condition. So that's what I would collect for Sega Saturn. Now I have 4 games, and they're all Super Nintendo games. And these are all games that, as a child, just really are some of my favorite games ever that I've played so much. Like, these are games that have a special place in my heart. They, like, all of these games, they're amazing. So, first we have separation anxiety, and this game is just like, I loved Maximum Carnage, but the difficulty was a little too hard, and it was only single player, so you couldn't really invite a friend, even though the graphics were better than this game. But when you brought a friend and you just brought Venom and Spider-Man together with all the power-ups, like you call in your assist and they come in, like you could bring Hawkeye or just whoever, I can't even remember right now. But it's truly amazing. This game was way ahead of its time, and beat 'em ups are so short today. Like, they're in short supply. Like, beat 'em ups are really hard to find. Like, I gotta post a video of Dragon's Crown on PS3 before the PS4 Pro version comes out, because I love beat 'em ups, and one of the only companies to even do them nowadays is Vanillaware. And it's a shame, because these games would sell. They would sell so damn good. And I love Separation Anxiety. What an amazing title. And now I'm just going to show all 3 of these games at once because they're in the same trilogy. We got all the Donkey Kongs. These are like the games that I played the most as a kid on the console. I love Donkey Kong. Like part 1, oh shit, I'm on part 3. But part 1 over here was really good. Like, I played it, I loved it. That's actually what I bought my N6 or my Super Nintendo with the bundle for original Donkey Kong Country. But it wasn't until my birthday the following year that my godfather, Muck, was such a hero to me. And my parents told me they wouldn't buy me this game. And I begged and begged, and nobody would buy me this game. But my godfather heard me, and he bought it. He took me right to EB Games, Electronics Boutique, right at the Northridge Mall, if you guys know what that is. And he bought me this game. And it was around the same time like the Mariah Carey Boys to Men CD came out. It was back in the day. And I played this game and bumped Mariah Carey. And it was amazing. Like, this game not only had the best gameplay of the series, but the graphics, the music. Even though I replayed this game several times. I got the 103% ending or whatever the hell it is. This was around the same time I was playing Doom. Like, on Super Nintendo. This is an amazing game. And it sucks because part 3 right here, I've never beaten this. My parents rented it for me, and I never had enough time to actually beat it. And now I'm just so busy because games come out all the time. I'm trying to keep up with PlayStation 4, PC games, all the new stuff, the VR, and I just don't have time to pop in a game like this. But I'm going to have a Simple Boy versus my portable Super Nintendo that I built comparison video. And I want to see where it looks better at. So, guys, these are just this is a Candid couch. I'm probably a little buzzed. I know I'm buzzed. I know I'm jacked up. But this is that Candid couch experience, and I hope you guys really like it. This is just me being me, and I really love games to the 10th degree. Like, it's all I think about, and every time I get home, all I can think about is the YouTube. And I don't want to be obscene. I don't want to chase views. It's not what I'm into. It's going to take time and dedication from all the fans, and I appreciate everybody watching because it means the world to me. And I just love talking about games. It's my passion. And I'm probably going to have a video soon because I work 50 hours a week with commutes. So I'm very limited on time. So all the free time I have, I spend trying to make these videos for you guys because I just want to make these videos. I don't have many friends anymore. People have moved on. They're not into what I'm into. I'm into pursuing my dreams. And that's all I want to do is do that. And making this YouTube channel a success is really all I care about, so I can quit my job and only make these videos and make them better and better and better and better. Because I do this by myself. I don't know anybody that wants to help me, ever. Nobody ever really wants to help me do this. I just do it because I love it. I have fun. I have a passion for this. And I want to talk about games. I want to create games. I wish I could just quit my job so I could just make my video game and write screenplays, but that's too much. Like, I just want to make games. I just want to talk about games because it's all I care about in life. I don't know why, like, it's such a passion to me, but I have such a deep, sincere just need to be gaming and talk about it and be with people that share my passion, but I don't know anyone that loves games, and it makes me depressed because whenever I talk to anyone, I work for Sony. Mother freaking Sony. Everybody that I work with doesn't care about games. I work for an electrical department, and nobody shares my passion. They love doing work, hanging out with beautiful women, which I can't hate. I love women, but I love video games more than women. I love video games just as much as I love breathing air. Without air in video games, I don't know if I would even want to keep living. So, cheers. Thank you for watching Game Tato. I really love doing these candid couches for you guys. And I really want to get together with the community. If there's anything or any way we can get together, any games, please post what you're playing. Post your ID. I want to comment to you, add you on your friends list, and play with the community as much as I can. I have every console. If you play a game, I play that game. So add me to your list. Send me your PSN name. Send me your Xbox name. Send me your Switch ID. Send me your Wii U. Send me your Steam address. Send me whatever you can. I want to play with you. Thanks for watching Game Tato. I love you guys so much. Have a good one. Peace.